Hello guys, what's up? Here is my new car. Not new, but yeah, I needed a car as I sold my BMW, and this is what I ended up with. A real shit box. No, but it's I'm just kidding. It's pretty nice, these old Citroens. They're at least better than the newer ones. I just cleaned the window here, so that's why the wipers are up. Had a long drive from Värmland over here to Stockholm. It's really weird being here in Stockholm again after a couple of months of not being here. You know, the air is different, there's a lot more pollution, it smells different, and all the people are different, and yeah. So just gonna take a drive here to the food store. Actually might turn on super view mode so you can see my shifting. Okay then, there we go. Now it's super view. So the engine is really quiet. You can't even hear that it's on. But unfortunately it got this rattle. You know, I'm trying to figure out where it comes from. You won't hear it now. You will hear it like from the outside, or if I had the windows down. Yeah, so it's in the exhaust manifold. Apparently I have to take it off and weld it together, and they're kind of, I'm used to my strong BMW, so then you put in second gear right away. In this one you have to drive a bit on the first gear, let it rev before you change to second, and you have to like keep the RPMs above 1500 when accelerating, otherwise you will sort of bog the engine. It's a 2 liter gasoline. Let's see if this guy will let us in. So apparently this is one of the most reliable engines, luckily. I didn't even know that. It's the RTN, don't remember the full name, but it's a 16 valve, 136 horsepower, 4-cylinder, 2 liter gasoline. And it's not that fast, but it gets the job done. Although the AC is not working, which is pretty annoying, and the radio is sort of weird sound when I'm driving high speed. I tried changing the radio, fixing the antenna. There was one guy in my dead angle, and nothing really works. It went better when I bought a new radio, at least, so now at least I can listen to the radio pretty good. And also the cruise control is like not so stable when you're going in hills. It's not very stable then. And it needs a new set of tires. Other than that, it's good. It's gone 243,000 kilometers, and here they're building the biggest Biltema in Sweden. Apparently we're supposed to go up on the roof to park. There was a parking outside here earlier, and this is just stupid, I think. Like, just so much waste. I mean, you should have just kept it like it was. Whoa, where are you going? And he's looking at me. He was like staring at me. Weird. Man, it feels weird being here again. Anyways, I need to also clean the inside of the windshield. I haven't done that. Usually when I do that, by the way, I have this special cloths which are good for windows. But first I do with the regular, what's it called? The regular wipe. Some sort of wipe. I'm just gonna park over here so we don't get any dents. Pretty nice. I usually park farther away from all the cars in Stockholm. Even though this shit car, I don't really care about it. I got it really cheaply. It's still nice to keep it nice, because it's pretty in good condition. It hasn't got like any rust on it on the outside, as you probably saw there in the beginning of the video. Alrighty, there we go. Apparently it makes that sound when you put it in reverse. That's different. Okay, so this thing has got hydraulic suspension, as you can see, pretty smooth. There's a Citroen model called C6, I think. This is the C5, and that one has the same system, the Hydractive 3 Plus or something, and that one is a lot smoother for some reason. Like this one is a little bit harsher, or what you say. So I can actually raise and lower the car. So you can push a button down here in the middle, and it shows here on the info display and that it goes up, and then it's like level, and it says 40 kilometers an hour. So you can drive off-road with it, like raised 20 centimeters in 40 kilometers an hour. And if you raise it again, which you have to do, I have now put like a little warning label down here, because you have to raise up the car before you jack it up or put it on car lift, like when you go to the mechanic. Very important. And you also should open up the tank cap on the LDS, on the hydraulic oil. You should open up the cap, like loosen it or take it off completely, or put on a modified cap with holes in it. Because otherwise when you lower the car back down to the ground, if you do it too quickly, the oil will push back so fast. And there's police, of course. What's going on now? Some shooting or something? Jeez, they are in a hurry. Going up there to Alby Centrum, where I used to live. Anyways, if you, the oil will go back so quickly into the tank that it might explode. Actually, there's been a few, or quite many, I think, cases of that. There's even more police. Yeah, you really wonder what's happened. I don't know. There's another. Wow, there's a lot coming. The whole force is coming. There was like 10 police cars. Well, I guess welcome to Stockholm. It was pretty chaotic in the grocery store. Now it's Friday evening. It's 20 minutes past 6, 18:20, and yeah, it was pretty chaotic. So I don't really miss living here, I guess. It was completely stopped in the traffic as well from Södertälje, going up here from Södertälje. Like all the way it was completely stopped, but in the other direction, so luckily for me it was fine. I think the camera angle can be a little bit more up. Maybe that's better. So let's turn on the cruise control. You have this little stalk down here, just like in my old car. So it's quite nice to control, but again it's a bit weird. It's going up and down in the hills, not being so stable. So it's pretty annoying for the cars following me that I'm not keeping like a constant speed. But most of all, the most annoying thing is the radio. I don't know. I'm gonna try and show it to you without getting any copyright problems here. Let's see if we can put on some talk show. Okay, what the hell? You can't go off there, mate. That's not an exit. You see that car? Who is driving that? Gotta stay away from that car. Oh, it's an old lady, poor old lady. Where do you think you're going? You missed your exit or what? That was funny. She turned right back on, luckily, until it goes into the... Okay, so there's like this... You hear this sound? That's the sound. It's like brus. It's not so bad. As you hear, it's not so bad, but it's like constantly there. And I tried fiddling around with the antenna. I don't know, nothing really works. It's gotten better when I fiddle around with the antenna, so I guess I just need to buy a new antenna and rewrote that somehow. We'll see. But yeah, it's running quite smoothly. It's pretty quiet, even though I have extremely old and cracked tires. The tires are very dry and cracked all over. Need to buy new ones. I didn't get any winter tires, so I'm thinking of buying these year-round tires, which there's no such thing really, because it's studless winter tires. Dubbfria vinterdäck in Swedish. And those are made only for winter. If you drive them in the summer when it's over 10 degrees plus Celsius, you will destroy them. So by the time the next winter has come, they will be not so good anymore in the rubber. So there's no such thing as year-round tires. Maybe there are a few tires that have made them work both for summer and winter somehow, and marketing them as that, like year-round. But I think there's no such thing really, because you destroy the tires. The rubber is made for winter or it's made for summer. You can't have both really. So sure, it works, you can drive legally, but you gotta be aware of that. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put on studless winter tires, and then I'm gonna drive in the summer as well with those. But I guess I'll just drive more careful, and by the time winter comes again, I'll drive even more carefully, because then they'll be a bit warm, especially when they get even older. And there's just blue lights everywhere, police everywhere. That's nice. It's a very liveful town, this Stockholm. Many things happening. If you like when things happen and you like people watching, then I guess this is the place for you. Just had a really nice sandwich with liver pate, which I bought like freshly made there from the store. And as I was sitting in my car eating it, there was a cute dog coming up and looking at me, begging. So yeah, you experience a lot of nice moments and interesting things here, living here. So sure, it's not as boring as in Värmland, but yeah, it's not as safe either. And I've lived here my whole 30 years of life almost, so I'm pretty tired of it now. I like living in a calmer place, but the videos will of course not be as good if I record driving videos. This is always more exciting with all the traffic. And if you're wondering how much the fuel consumption is, I've driven pretty slowly actually all this way. It was like 250 kilometers. I only had a speed of around 90 kilometers an hour. Of course, sometimes you have to speed up to 100, 110 not to annoy the cars behind you. And it says 0.59 liters every 10 kilometers, so that's pretty good. Not too far off from my BMW, which took around 0.5, but then you'd have diesel. With the diesel is a bit more expensive, so it's kind of the same. But I really miss, of course, the BMW. Very nice car with, you know, premium quality feel, nice handling, and power, rear-wheel drive, wider tires. Yeah, that's nice. But I'm happy with this car. It takes me from A to B, and it's very comfy, very quiet, and very cool with the hydraulic suspension. Although I'm not so sure on the reliability. As of now, it seems it's gone 240,000 kilometers and nothing has happened. They haven't had to change anything in the suspension in this whole time. Like in regular cars, you'd have to change the springs, maybe the shocks, and maybe the bearings. On this one, I don't think anything has been done. It's very interesting on the rear wheels. There's like nothing holding it up. It's just an arm coming from the front and going from the back and in, almost like those one swing arm motorcycles. Very cool. In the front there's a little bit more stuff going on, of course. Yeah, so it's very quiet, a nice ride. I like it. And I like what they did to the steering wheel. I don't know if you can notice, but they put this like cheap but very premium feel leather wrapping on it. Very nicely made. I think you just buy it like this and you stitch it up to fit perfectly on the steering wheel. As you can see here, there's like an opening. Because these steering wheels originally, they're like known for tearing up and being sticky and nasty. So this is really nice. I love it. It's like my old car. It feels like I'm driving my old car. Although the steering is of course not straight. I was thinking I could remove the steering and notch it like to the side and put it back in so it would be straight. But when I removed the airbag and tried that, then it would be the same way as it is now, but to the other side. So that's quite annoying. So I just put it back. I don't know if it's something with the old tires, because when I bought it, he had just done like this 4-wheel adjustment. So I don't know if they did something wrong, but after you do a 4-wheel adjustment on a car, the steering wheel should be straight after that, unless somebody has taken it out and put it back in straight. Then of course it will be crooked when you're done with the alignment. Oh, and here are the new houses now coming along here in Älvsjö. There's a really big one up there. So yeah, the ride is quite smooth. It is hydraulic suspension. You do also have a sport button on this Plus model, which should make the car a little bit more stiff. Not that it's a sporty car, so I don't know why you would have that. So when you drive like really fast, like above 90 kilometers an hour or faster, the car automatically lowers down a little bit, so you improve aerodynamics and then once you return back down to regular speed or slow speed, then it will race back up automatically. And yeah, I also bought a motorcycle, a Suzuki GS500e from '91, pretty cool. It was a barn find, had been sitting in a garage for 10 years. I have put up a couple of short videos. If you check out my channel and you go to the short section, you can see some videos of it. Right now I put it up for sale because it's winter soon, and I'm not sure if I want a motorcycle again. So I'm looking to see if anybody wants to buy it, even though I would gladly keep it, but I need money. As you may have noticed, I'm still not working, so. But at least now I sold my expensive BMW, so I have some money again. That's nice. But yeah, I'm gonna have to start working now, although my YKB ran out again now. In 1 month it will run out, so I will probably not work again. I mean, have time to find a job until then, so I have to renew it either way, and that costs like 5,000, so it's not cheap. Nice Saab 9000 over there. My father had one of those. I remember we was sleeping in the back of the car one time when he drove, when we were going on a trip. Oh, and they finished rebuilding this now. Last time in the start of summer that was building is refurbishing this road or something, I don't know. Now it's 80, before it was 70 I think. So here I'm always having trouble knowing what lane to pick, because I'm gonna take left by the end of the road. And now it's over 70 here, so I'm not sure if you can overtake on the right side. I think it has to be 70 kilometers an hour for that. But usually the police doesn't care about that, I think. You can just look behind, you see that car behind doesn't seem to be in a hurry. And now we're gonna turn here, so it's fine. But yeah, that will be it for this video. Thanks for watching, I guess, and I'll shut it off soon. Oh, can we make the green light? Will we make it? Yes. Yes, we did. But have to slow down a bit more there. Also, by the way, there's this smell coming sometimes when you're driving in an uphill, or if I were to floor it, if I were to drive like a race car with this car, there's like exhaust, like oily, nasty smell coming. Like you usually feel when you see some maniac driving by you in an old car on the highway. Sometimes you have that smell, then you know they don't treat their car good, because I think it's the engine ventilation system, so I have to clean that out on this car, I think. But usually that's why it smells bad. It's the crankcase ventilation or whatever it's called. Needs some cleaning. Comes the fun part of finding a parking spot. It's always hard here in Högdalen. And here I have the right of way, and here it is höger again. He has the right of way. Okay, here I'm just gonna drive like this because that white car has parked in an illegal spot. Stupid. I should honk on that car, man. It was the parking service even. He should know how to park. Oh, there's a spot right here. Maybe I should get that one.